Hello, folks. Welcome back to The Slice. Jack Sock's good at tennis now. I'm about to try to figure out how Jack Sock won Paris in this episode of The Slice. Guys, we got 5 days left for you to win this Yonex tennis bag. So go to Instagram, The Slice Tennis, follow us, and comment 3 friends on this picture, and you're entered. There's only like 10 applicants right now, so you got a 1 in 10 chance if you go there to win this bag. So Jack Sock has been one of those players to me who's always just kind of been there, and in my opinion, he never had the game or maybe he had the game, but the way he played the game was never good enough to take him to that next level. His forehand always it was huge and really powerful, but it was like he would make a ton of mistakes in all of his matches that I watched. And his forehand just kind of like whips the ball and just like slaps it, and just he has a really Western grip. And you see that with a lot of players from the U.S. weirdly, like Ryan Harrison, Sam Querrey. And I just don't think that, and then their backhands are all kind of weird. And I just don't know if like Jack Sock's game was, complete enough to get him to that next level. And I'm still not really sure it is, but he just won Paris, and qualified for the ATP finals, the top 8 players in the world. So that's pretty nuts. So let's just look here at the draw in Paris and see how this happened. So in his first round, he had a bye because he's the 16th seed. He had a bye. So he played Kyle Edmund in the second round. Tough match. Kyle Edmund's a good young player. He won in 3 sets. Tight match. And then he played the 17th seed, so one ranking less than him, in Lucas Pouille, and he beat him in straight sets. Still a tight match, though. And then in the quarterfinals, he played Fernando Verdasco, who upset Team. So Fernando Verdasco, unranked, old vet though, pretty good. Beat him in not straight sets again. Another tough match. So then in the semifinals, he played Julian Benneteau, who was having a crazy run and took out Marin Cilic. He beat him. So he made it to the finals without having to play anyone that's ranked above him, so above the top 16, which is weird in a Masters. The Masters, if you didn't know, are the second highest level of tournaments. So he didn't have to play anyone, which doesn't mean that it's easy. I understand that everybody on tour is good, especially the players in this tournament, but it's a little bit weird to not have to play somebody in the top 10 on your way to the final. And then who did he meet in the final? Filip Krajinovic from Serbia, who was having a dream run. He didn't take out Nadal because Nadal pulled out, but just crazy run. He took out all these Mahut, Querrey, Yuji Suguida. So, not a lot of huge players, but he had a dream run. He made to the finals. But that's who Sock placed in the finals. No one inside the top 10. He faced Filip Krajinovic. And it was a tough match again, so he won. It looks like Jack Sock just really took advantage of the opportunity that he was given to not have to play anyone inside the top 15 in the whole Paris Masters tournament, and he won all these tough matches. None of them were runaways for him, yet most of them were 3 sets. But I was watching the match, especially his final match, and he's definitely stepped his game up. Like he's making less mistakes, and he's just looks like he has a better understanding of like how to break down a point and how to break down his opponent, to be a match player. Anyone on the tour can hit balls really well and hit all the strokes, but the difference between what sets apart the great guys from the guys who are just kind of there, they're great match players, so they play against their opponent really well. Like Nadal's a good example of this. He knows how to return really well, and he knows how to like stay in every point, and if he's down a break point, he like has that crazy high not getting broken. Like it takes a lot of break points to break Nadal, and that's because he's a good match player and he knows how to take it point by point and focus on what he needs to focus on and not get too frustrated. So Jack Sock looked like he was doing this a lot better. It looks like he's gotten better, and his strokes, his big game, has started to make its way into a more polished game where it's easy for him to win matches because he can use his weapons, obviously, but he can also use his smarts and his game sense to now break down opponents and point by point, get into their game and really just win matches, which is what he did in Paris. And he got 1,000 points. I don't know how he did last year, but he probably didn't do that well because he hasn't been killing it in the big tournaments for a long time. He's kind of just been hovering, but he's slowly been making his way up the rankings. And the Slice, like everyone else, was sleeping on him. And he had this crazy run at Paris. So I guess Jack Sock's good now. That's news to me, but congrats, Jack Sock. And it's going to be kind of weird when he's at the World Tour Finals with Federer. And I guess Nadal's probably going to play, but it's just going to be the weirdest World Tour Finals for a while. A bunch of young guys, which is cool. the future of the game is going to be there. But you're used to the World Tour Finals being like the big 4 or 5 guys, and then a few other stragglers who get in there and they just get murdered. But it's going to be a lot more open this year. I think Federer's still should be the favorite for sure, because with Nadal's knee, you never know if he's going to be there or playing well. Well, he should be playing well if he's there. Can't blame your performance on injuries, and I know Nadal doesn't do that, which is cool. But yeah, the World Tour Finals is really open now because Jack Sock somehow just got good and qualified for the World Tour Finals after winning Paris. Jeez. Thanks for watching, folks. Go to the website, theslicetennis.com, for sweet articles, and email me at theslicetennis@outlook.com if you want to write articles for us.